After being in the snowy north, we headed back down to the warm, sunny state of Louisiana. We arrived in Baton Rouge about midday on Sunday and spent the afternoon visiting different churches of the city, taking time to pray and sing in their sanctuaries or outside the buildings if they were closed. Our prayers were that God would use these churches to impact the local communities through the gospel of Christ, and that they would remain committed to sound biblical teaching. We believe our prayers were heard and have faith that they will make a difference for the churches of this vibrant city. We spent our second day in Baton Rouge visiting the Capitol building. It's the tallest Capitol building in the country and offers a magnificent view of the Mississippi River and the city from the viewing deck on the 27th floor. Both the House and the Senate were in session today, affording us the opportunity to sit in on some of the hearings. The Capitol building also had a small chapel room where we were blessed to spend several hours doing what we've been called to do on this mission, praying for pro-God, pro-life, and pro-family legislation. On our third day, we set up our table at the Capitol building, and many people stopped by to be prayed for. Hearing the stories and needs of the people really helps us to connect with the locals on a deeper level than just visiting historic buildings. The prayer table is a place where we can actively help bear the burdens of others and ask the Lord to help those in need. Many expressed the encouragement they felt by what we are doing, even if they didn't feel the need to be prayed for. Before leaving town, we took a quick tour of the old Capitol building and then stopped by the mighty Mississippi River to dip our toes in the water. Once satisfying that itch, we headed off to Jackson, Mississippi. We spent our first day in Jackson visiting the Capitol building. It was a rainy day, so we were thankful to spend it inside. We took the morning and early afternoon to spend observing the House and Senate proceedings, and then spent several hours in prayer petitioning God to work through the Mississippi government. We were pleased to find out that several good bills were recently passed in regards to the pro-life and pro-family agenda. Our faith is that the prayers we prayed will have an impact, helping to institute change through the government to continue establishing pro-God, pro-life, and pro-family legislation. On our second day in Jackson, we were privileged to visit and tour We Will Go Ministries. It is located in the downtown area of Jackson and does a lot to support the local community. It currently offers after-school programs, a food bank, and summer camps. The downtown area of Jackson is very impoverished, and We Will Go provides a lot of strength for the area. Please pray for them and the work that they do. Rounding out the rest of the day, we prayed for local churches, attended the Thursday service at the Episcopal Church, and set up our prayer table outside the Capitol building. Our final morning in Jackson was spent setting up our prayer table before heading on the road again. As before, a number of people stopped by for prayer and conversation. It was a short day on the ground, but on our van ride out of town, we took time to pray for each person who came to our table in both Baton Rouge and Jackson.